Hey guys, Ryan here from Rockett Outdoors. Today I'm going to show you how to make a quick rocket stove so you can have a hot lunch out in the bush. All you need is a pot, a can of soup, and a can tapper, and some, fuel materials that you get out in the bush. Well, let's get started. Okay guys, let's get started. Take your can of soup. First thing you want to do is get the label off. So, the easiest way to do it is kind of scribe it down and tear it off. Make sure you pick up all your trash. If you want to, you can use some of this paper as tinder to get your rocket stove going. I don't think I'm going to do that today. I've collected a bunch of tinder, some birch bark and sticks and shavings, and whenever I go out hiking or I'm out in the woods, as I see stuff, I always collect it and put it in a little bag, and then I have it for when I need it. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. This can is a peel top, which you'll notice a lot of the cans these days are. It's okay if it isn't. You just need a can opener and open it. The important thing is that to make sure it has a lip on the bottom. Some of the newer cans that I've seen have a rounded edge, which doesn't work really well for the can tapper. So, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go around the top and put a series of, like 5 holes around here for ventilation before I take that off. So, I'm going to go ahead and do that. You want to run them like maybe 3/4 of an inch apart, inch apart, something like that. And that's sufficient. Like that. Now I want to take the top off the can. The other thing I want to stress, wear some gloves, because this metal gets very sharp and it's so easy to cut yourself. You'll say, oh, I won't cut myself, but you will. So I just got some gloves here, rubber palms. So I'm going to throw those on and peel this top off carefully. Okay. I'm going to flatten that out a little bit. Alright. I'm going to pour this in the pot. This is Italian wedding soup. Very delicious. Try to get most of that out of there. Oh, I just dribbled it everywhere. That's okay. Alright, I'm going to take a little bit of water, just rinse this out. So keep it kind of clean and all that good stuff. Okay. Cap and rinse. Okay. Now, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to poke some more vent holes in the bottom. About the same, go like an inch apart or so. You don't want to go all the way. Only go, I don't know, half an inch open. Don't go all the way to the rim with these, because you want them to stick up inside, and I'll show you why in a minute. Okay. That's what you look like. That's what the inside looks like. Okay, now you're going to take this piece and you're going to put it sharp side down into the thing. And you want to try to make it so these holes don't exactly line up, because then you'll have debris that falls through and whatever. So you try to make them so they don't line up. You still have airspace in between the 2 layers to get ventilation, but you don't really have much of a hole. Sometimes that can be tricky, which it is right now. Okay, that's not too bad. Now, you're going to poke a series of holes around the bottom for ventilation, and those will help fasten down that lid that's inside the can. So, get this in the right spot. And again, you don't want to go all the way down, because you just want to, you don't want to squish those 2 things together. That's pretty good. I usually go around the can so it evenly pushes down that lid. Yeah, I like it. Okay, so now you can see inside the can, and the 2 lids are there. There's some holes going through, but it's not too bad. Now, I'm going to make some holes around the top of the can. Now these ones, you want to go as far as you can, and I'll show you why after. Same thing, go 3/4 of an inch apart, something like that. This is where you really want to wear gloves because, oh no, I just bent it. That's okay. All right, now you want to take these tabs and you want to pull them straight up. Be very careful. These things are like razor sharp. But if you have gloves on, you don't really have to worry about it. Now what this does is gives you something for your pot to sit on, and gives you a little bit of airspace in between the bottom of the pot and the top of the can. You see that? It's not much, but it's enough. Okay. Let's see if... Okay. Now, fuel. You can use whatever works for you. Like I said, I collect stuff ahead of time. So I have some birch bark and some sticks, twigs, and a little bit of wood shavings and stuff like that. Everything very dry. Birch bark, you can light it if it's wet. But everything works good dry. And I have some wood pellets. I like to use wood pellets because they burn hot. They burn for a long time. The only thing with them, you have to mix them with other fuel because they don't just light. You need an established fire to get them to catch fire. So I'm going to put some layers in here, and I'll show you. I'm going to put some birch bark in first. Just a little. And you can kind of tear it up a little bit, get it all roughed up. Put some sticks in here. Just so you know, it's pretty cold out today. As you can see, there's snow on the ground. It is probably about 35 degrees, somewhat windy. So the soup's cold. So obviously in warmer temperatures, this is going to be easier, and your soup's going to cook a lot faster. Now throughout cooking time, depending on how much you're making, you're going to have to take the pot off and add a little bit of fuel here and there, just to keep it going. But this burns super hot, and it'll cook fast. Now, I'm going to put a little bit more birch bark on the top, and then you can light it however you want. I'm going to use a lighter and just light a couple of pieces of birch bark on fire and let it go. You can, start it with birch bark, with a friction fire, with fire steel, whatever you think. But for speed, I'm going to use a Zippo. It's a little windy. My birch bark isn't going to light too well. Now you're going to want to let that get established a little bit before you throw the pot on. But it's going to go fast. Nice and warm already. Pellets in there. We got the cover here. And we'll let her go. Alright, I'm going to pause this for a minute and we'll come back to it. Okay, it's been about 3 minutes or so. I haven't added any fuel yet. Probably should add some soon. Looks like it's starting to get kind of warm. I'm going to add a couple of sticks. Ooh, it's windy. Some of those. The wind probably isn't going to help us too much today, but in the past, doing it in this kind of temperature, it really take about 5 minutes to almost boil a can of soup. It uses very little fuel. And you can use it over and over again if you'd like, you know. Stick this brick in the back. Maybe block a little bit of the wind. Get it to stand up. Yeah, it didn't work very well. I didn't bring my spoon either. It's just going now, I can hear it. Let's get in there. Add a few more sticks. Make sure she keeps going. Nice and warm here, for sure. Oh yeah, she's steamy. Well, see, she's about boiled, and it's been about 7 minutes or so. I think we're looking pretty good. Oh yeah, she's steaming all right. Basically, there you have it. A steaming bowl of soup, right? We'll let that sit for another minute, and we'll enjoy. Okay, guys, that's about it for today's video. Shows how easy it is to make a stove out in the bush and have a nice hot meal. So if you have any questions or comments, just leave them below. Follow me on Instagram at Rockett Outdoors, and like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.